Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm back at school now, and I do have a collab in the works, but I wanted to put up this book review today because every time I wait on doing a book review, I forget my thoughts on the book, and I literally finished the book today, and I've written my review, so I'm just gonna do it. Um, so while I was in New York, I read Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. Um, she wrote Delirium, which I haven't read, but my younger sister has read, and she highly recommends it. Um, so this book was written in 2010. It's 470 pages. I had heard of the book when it was first written because I read YA, but I didn't read it at the time. And then a few months ago when I saw the movie trailer, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. I better read the book before I see the movie. So I got the book and I didn't read it until now. I was really happy when I finished this book because even though it's a really sad ending, um, reading 470 pages in less than a week felt really good. As a college student, I don't have a lot of free time to read. And so on spring break, I was just reading on the train, the subway, and reading on the Greyhound and stuff. But I was able to finish that whole book, so that was cool. So this book is about a girl named Sam, and she is a senior in high school, and she's in the popular crowd. The book takes place on Valentine's Day, and their school has a tradition that on Valentine's Day you can buy people roses, and however many roses you have shows how loved you are. So in the beginning of the book, Sam's typical popular girl, very self-centered. She's talking all about status and popularity and these roses. And then she goes to a party, typical Friday night, and leaving the party, the car gets hit by another car and she dies. But she wakes up to the same day, and from that point on, it's basically Groundhog Day, where Sam is just reliving this day over and over again. She does only relive it 7 times, but there felt like there was more weight to it than Groundhog Day, because I feel like in Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, he knew it was gonna end, whereas Sam, there's a point in the story, so the first time she relives it, she's like, oh, maybe it was a dream, and then the second time she's like, wait, there's a reason for this. So as the story progresses, first she's really mad, she's like, I hate this, I'm not doing this, and then she learns, she's like, oh wait, I have to treat people better. But even that doesn't save her. So the very last time that she relives that day, she just tries to make good choices, and then it just kind of ends. And I thought it was gonna have this big happy ending where she wakes up, but it doesn't. And I really appreciated that the sacrifice had weight, because if you guys saw my Beauty and the Beast review, the sacrifices in that film didn't have weight. So in this book, even though it had a sad ending, it had meaning. Okay, here's something interesting about the book. So I'm 18, I'm a college student. This book takes place, the main characters are seniors in high school, and I am a big fan of YA. If you've seen my other book reviews, I read a lot of YA. John Green, Rainbow Rowell, I'm a big fan of YA. And so reading this book, this is definitely something that I enjoyed reading, but I felt like I was too old for it. In the beginning when she's talking about high school and popularity and all this superficial stuff, I didn't really relate to it, and so it kind of freaked me out because I really enjoyed the genre of YA, but I think I'm outgrowing it, and that just kind of makes me sad because they're good stories, and I think just because they're about high school, once you leave high school, I feel like you should still be able to relate to those stories. This one, I don't know if I could really enjoy it in 5 years. There's stories about high school, I think particularly John Green novels, where I know as someone who's not in high school anymore, I still enjoyed the story, even though I'm not in high school. One of the really big messages of the book is that people can change. And I really appreciated that because I feel like in our everyday lives, it's very easy to get discouraged. People have habits, or maybe we're trying to change something about ourselves. It's just not working. And in this book, she doesn't get to relive the same day 100 times. She only gets to redo that day. She only lives it 7 times. And within that time span, she's able to learn and grow and become a better person. And that just gave me a lot of hope because, every day is a new opportunity. And of course, you're not going to get it right on the first try or the second time, or maybe even the 10th time, but you have to keep trying. So I thought that was a great message. There was a suicide plot line that I didn't know was in there that was not made clear in the trailers. So like just be aware of that if suicide is really triggering for you. Like her high school is known as like Suicide High, and there's someone that she tries to save from killing themselves. So I would have liked to know that beforehand. But yeah, overall, I really liked it. I really would recommend it. I have not seen the film, but I would like to. It's been out in theaters for a few weeks now, so hopefully I can get around to seeing it. But as I said, theater in Steubenville is sketchy, so I don't know. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It feels really good to be back in Ohio, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.